An hour of sports car intensity is in store as we gear up for the penultimate round of Endurion eIMSA Season 4. This is Preston Plord, coming to you from Monterey, California, and the legendary WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca. Sports car courses are known for being fast and technical, and Laguna Seca has delivered those traits in spades since 1957. Corners like the Andretti hairpin and the corkscrew will whiten the knuckles of even the most seasoned drivers. 21 cars are set to do battle, and it's now time to see who starts where. Starting on the front row are Gareth Block 43 driving a Ford Daytona prototype, and a fellow Daytona prototype Ford will start right beside him, Kent Moyler 1. Row number 2, Sure Not Sure in a Mazda B1280, and behind him is TRC 521 in a Chevrolet Daytona prototype. Row number 3, we've got the last of the prototype cars, LMR Hybrid, also driving a Mazda B12, and behind him is the first of the GTLM cars, Lex, in a BMW M6. Row number 4, DOR Forlorn Bear in a Chevrolet Corvette C7R, and 8th place is NSR 8495 in a BMW M6. Finishing off the top 10 are HCCR Colonel in a Mercedes-Benz SLS, and in 10th is BLK Opsman in a Porsche GT3. Row number 6 has CFG Mini Mike in an Aston Martin GT3, and MXR Weasel is starting 12th in a Bentley GT3. Row number 7, Scope Passer 6398 in a BMW M6, and Bobby Blue 508 in a Ferrari 458. Row number 8, Rick Pumphouse, also driving a Ferrari 458, and beside him is CA Advantage in a Lamborghini Super. Row number 9, BA Giggity in a Jaguar XK, and Discover Osiris in the BMW M6. Finishing off the top 20 are Undecked Mean 175 in a BMW M6, and SSR FNG 96 in a Porsche RSR. And last but not least on the grid is Bolts 211743 in a BMW M6. And it's time to drop the green flag at Laguna Seca, so stay tuned. Here come the cars to the start-finish line. The green flag is waving. It's time to do it to it at Laguna Seca. Single file in the top three. And it looks like there's a battle for fourth place going on. And Gareth Block is pulling away. Oh, we got a battle of BMWs here. Lex in the 24. And an NSR in the 25. Oh, we got a Porsche sliding a little bit out of control there. Here they come into the corkscrew. Thank goodness everyone got through that corner okay. Oh, we got a Porsche putting on a bit of a drift show back there. And MXR Weasel goes a little bit into the sand, but he recovers really quickly. Oh, and we got a car around. It's a Shell Pennzoil. Couldn't tell if that was a Bentley or an Aston Martin, but we'll get a look soon. It looks like MXR Weasel's also in the wall. And at the moment, it doesn't look like we have a caution. Let's go over to BA Giggity in the Jaguar. So far so good, everything is still single file. And we've got a caution out. And made a mistake earlier, it's actually Lex in the 25, NSR in the 24, so reverse that there. If that caution was for MXR Weasel in the wall, then that was a very late caution on their part. And that spinning Shell Pennzoil car was Osiris, so apologies for being late on that call, but it was Osiris. And that car he was driving was a BMW. We're switching cameras a lot here. We're going over to TRC as the green flag is back out. Our cameras are currently following the Gainesgo Daytona prototype of TRC. He's running in second position and is trying his hardest to close up on Gareth Block. Is Gareth Block leading? Or is... Yeah, Gareth Block is still leading. And in third is Ricky. Oh, we got a car in the sand. That might have been Gareth Block. And Ricky is also in the sand. Just keep it together, guys. Ooh, they're about to go side by side in the first turn. Keep it together. Don't do anything stupid. And Ricky is the shortened name for Sure Not Sure, just in case anyone was wondering. Meanwhile, it's still Gareth blocking the lead. We're going back to TRC for the moment. Can he gain any sort of ground on Gareth? And that was actually not Gareth that went in the sand. That was Kent Whaler. I got the 4 Daytona prototypes mixed up for a second. But hopefully Kent Whaler didn't fall too far behind. And TRC is there, coming into the corkscrew. Ooh, went a little bit wide, but didn't lose a lot of ground there. And they both put 2 tires on the sand. Whoa, Gareth went really wide in that corner. That's all TRC needs to see. He's probably going to go for a dive bomb in the opening corner. That was going to go on the outside, and he actually manages to make it work. Is he going to put the bumper to him? Oh, this is going to be too close. And we have what looks to be a sign blowing in the wind there. Gareth slams the door shut on TRC. We now focus our attention on NSR with his fellow BMW Lex right behind him. NSR currently leads the GTLM class. And hopefully we get a view of which GTD car is the leader. I forgot to mention this earlier, but there are only 3 cars in GTLM, 5 prototypes, and the remaining 13 cars are GTDs. We've currently got our camera we had our camera focused on the WeatherTech Porsche of BLK Ops, which I assume means Black Ops. And now we're back at TRC and Gareth, the former of which is now the leader. But can Sure Not Sure gain any ground on the top 2? Only about 8 minutes in the race, so they've got plenty of time to catch up. Whoa! That was quite the line by Gareth there. Lost a little bit of ground because of it. And we got some GTD traffic up ahead. That is not what TRC wants to see at the moment. We turn our camera to TRC just to get a better view of the lap traffic coming up. They haven't been lapped yet, but they're about to be, because they're in the slowest class of the 3. Come on, BMW, get out of the way. It looks like the last car on the track is undecked in the BMW, but we didn't get that great of a view to see exactly who it was. We'll now scroll over to Scope Passer? No, SSR. The camera was a bit fuzzy there, but it looks like MXR Weasel went into the sand. Ooh. This GTD traffic has really has really shortened the gap between TRC and Gareth. Oh, Although that Shell Panzero GT BMW of Osiris slowed up TRC a little bit there. We now go over to BA Giggity, who's currently running in 14th position overall. Looking to close up on another BMW. Let's see if we can get a better view of that later on. That could be undecked up ahead, but I could be mistaken. We don't have that great of a view at the... Oh, we got TRC spinning around! Oh, and there's a little bit of bumper cars in the corkscrew. And I made a mistake. That is not a BMW, that is a Bentley. Although actually, there could be a BMW ahead of said Bentley. Yes, it is a BMW ahead of the Bentley. And despite that bumper cars, there is no caution to be found. We now go over to the Twitch Ferrari of Bobby Blue. Now we go to Black Ops Man in the WeatherTech Porsche, who is in 10th place overall. Now let's scroll over to Lex, who is running 7th, as we get a helicopter there. Nice little Pepsi advertisement there. As an avid Pepsi drinker, I approve of that. We get a Corvette right behind Lex. That Corvette being Bear. Or DOR Forlorn Bear, to be exact. Check out how TRC is doing. He's running 3rd overall. Oh, a little bit of wheel hop in there, but he's doing all he can to get past the Mercedes. Mercedes being HCCR Colonel. And we got a new 2nd place car, one we haven't talked about lately. That's LMR Hybrid. And through the camera scrolling, I believe Kent Whaler is running 4th, and the last car in prototypes is Sure Not Sure. Meaning that Gareth is now the leader again. TRC needs to get past the Corvette, and he does, while putting all 4 tires on outside of the white lines there. Now let's check out how LMR Hybrid is doing. He's got one of the BMWs to deal with. Fine without working up a sweat. Actually, he's getting by the BMW now. I I thought he passed him originally, but we just couldn't see the BMW. But now both the second and third place cars are past that BMW. And I was trying to see if that was the number 24, number 25, as LMR Hybrid goes really wide, all four tires in the sand. He wants to catch up to Gareth Block. He can't keep having lines like that. TRC goes really wide. Is that gonna... Gave him a bit of a gain there. And LMR Hybrid goes wide again. TRC is right on the back bumper. Is he going to go for a dive bomb, perhaps? No, TRC goes really wide. But coming up to the corkscrew. I didn't notice until now, but TRC has his right headlight smashed in a little bit as TRC tried to go past him, but had to tuck in behind so we wouldn't crash into the door. Ooh, Hybrid into the sand again. All four tires. And TRC gets by him. But is LMR Hybrid going to go with a crossover? Nope, doesn't have the run. Let's see how Lex is doing. He's actually in the pits. Of course, this is a scheduled pit stop. Does he have damage? We'll have to find out. And we've got our eyes focused on another BMW in the field, that being Bolts in the Ultimate Autosport BMW 92. Oh, locked up the brakes there. You do not want to do that. Bolt's currently running 12th overall, and behind him running 13th is BA Giggity. Let's go over to... Looks like we're going to go to CA Advantage. Nope, we're not. Looks like we're going to... Where are we going to go to? Make up your mind, camera. Ooh, that was not the greatest of lines there by Bolts. See how Bobby Blue does through these corners. So far, it's been a pretty clean race for him. I don't see any scratches on that Twitch Ferrari at all. We are only about 20 minutes into this hour-long race. There's still 2/3 of the way to go. From this point of view, it looks like BA Giggity is slowly closing in on Bolts. And it looks like we got a part of the tire barriers on the track. Hopefully no one runs that over. got cones lying down. B.A. Giggity managed to pass Bolts. A little bit of wheel hopping by the Ferrari of Bobby Blue there. Oh, we see one of the prototypes passing B.A. Giggity. That looks to be Gareth Block. And now he's about to pass Bobby Blue. Bobby Blue's being courteous, letting the fast return prototype go. And we've got a caution out as we focus our camera on the last place car, that being the Advanced Auto Parts BMW of scope. As it goes a little bit in the sand there. Nice car past him. As you can see, he is running 13th in GTD, the last place car on the track. The ticker, we got under 15 minutes to go. So we only had 10 minutes go by. I originally said 20, but there's just some a lot of time differences in the start of the race. Our camera feed, it's complex, so it's hard to explain when I'm on the mic here. But anyway, we just now know that got 49 minutes. Now the thing is, from our point of view, we can't see what the caution was for. We do get word on what the second caution is for, we will let you know. How far back is the scope from the 20th place car. Camera is making it a bit hard to see the ticker. Oh, we got a lot of cars pitting, but because of the caution graphic, we can't see exactly who's pitting except for CA Advantage and NXR Weasel. A lot of pit stops under caution. We got even more, like LMR Hybrid and scope of the Red Star Racing BMW does not. Has gained 3 spots and he's going to be right behind CA Advantage in the lane for me. And then we can see ZFG, Mini Light, and Bobby Blue 508. Scopey moved up to 16th place. It looks like he's being moved up to the 12th position. Right behind SSR. You see Osiris as well. And it looks like that car ahead of Osiris is Bolt. If I could just get better view, please. Yes, that is Bolt's in the 9th position. This time by. Not yet. A little bit quiet at the moment while we just get the order sorted out and get back to train. It looks like it's Osiris 9th and Bolt's is actually moving back up to 9th because we slowed down, but we're just getting everything settled now. Bolt's 9th, Osiris 10th, SSR 11th, Scope 12th, and NXR Weasel 13th. Yeah, it looks like he's 13th. Can't see everyone else. time again. Is this where we get the green flag? Looks like it. The green flag is back out. With just under 43 minutes to go. Big battle for 9th and 10th between Osiris and Bolts. Bolts is falling back. As himself was able to pass Bolts. Not yet, but Scope gets passed by HCCR currently. HCCR is actually... Oh! What just happened to Scope? He just parked in the tire barrier. So let's say Colonel might have been a lap behind Scope, but... Okay, well, while we figure that out, we're on board with Bobby Blue 508. He's running 16th overall. You can see MXR Weasel. As you can see by our graphic, he's running 9th in the GTD class. Well, MXR Weasel goes on the outside, and you just get a car on the wall. Didn't make out how that was because we were so focused on the battle between Bobby Blue and MXR Weasel. Thankfully, no caution for that. VFG might go for let's say go for a dive bomb VA Giggity, but it wasn't really a dive bomb because VA Giggity went really wide. As you see, Bolts is now in the pits. He's running 20th. 41 minutes to go, and we're at the 45-mile mark. So probably tried as hard as he could to pass the Agini, but did not want to collide into him. Same thing there. Looks a little bit wide in the gravel. Here comes MXR Weasel. Getting on the inside. Be close. And we got a prototype to deal with. Here comes Gareth Block. Oh, and we got a crash. Bobby Blue, MXR Weasel, and the caution is back out. And it involved LMR Hybrid. LMR is not going to be happy about that. He was just involved in the collision thanks to a big pack of GTD cars scattering all over the place. Not good. Oh, and Bobby Blue just collided with the BMW up ahead. The BMW in question being on deck name 175. Bobby Blue is currently running 19th overall. Behind him is Bolts. And Gareth Block is the leader. We see Bobby Blue coming into the pits. Scope Passer is still running last. I still don't know why Scope was in the tire barrier. He just parked right next to it. We'll have to get word from the officials on what happened. Very quick stop for Bobby Blue. Bolt's passing for 19th because of that pit stop. And we're still trying to get word from the race officials regarding scope. Oh, we got a collision under caution. Bolts was involved in that. believe Hyundai Neem was also involved in that. Bobby Blue was involved in that, but they're okay. We got word that Scope had a bearing issue with his BMW, so that's why he was next to the barrier for a while. Settled. Not yet. Just under 37 minutes to go. We're about to hit the 50-mile mark. Bolt's apparently parked next to the wall, a la Scope. Green flag is waving again. What a run by Scope Passer. Oh god. All the GTD cars are scattering everywhere. One of them going in the sand. That being... Get a better view of that, please. Rick Pump House. Really hungry pack of GTD cars as we enter the corkscrew. We got one in the gravel. Thankfully, none of them spun out. The Blues looking on the inside of bolts. Nothing doing. And there's Scope Passer. And we had a car right next to the barrier. Oh, he's pitting, my bad. That being SSRF 1996. Weasel went in there. Oh! MXR Weasel tried to recover from going in the sand, but took out, I think that was ZFG Mini Mike. Mini Mike is not going to be happy about a move like that. But no caution. Good time to eat. On the ticker, the battle between TRC and Gareth Block resumes. Oh, and C8 Phoenix goes really wide and spins out of control into the sand. How did Bobby Blue not hit the barrier there? Oh, it looks like one of the prototypes. Oh, sure, not sure. TRC. Whoa, looks like almost all of the prototypes went into the sand for a minute. Are they purposely letting the GT cars by? whether that was a crash or prototypes pulling over was a mystery I won't understand right now. And after that little calamity there, Gareth Block is still holding on to the lead. Single file for now. Bobby Blue is still closing in on Bolts. Looks like a little bit loosey-goosey. Bobby Blue is on the back bumper as a result. He's in the third, and we got the caution again. Sadly, we couldn't see the cause of said caution. Come on, guys, keep it together. We don't want another under caution collision. DFG Mike is ranked 12th. Perhaps he was not the car that we saw got taken out by MXR Weasel. Either that, or he just made a great comeback. Looking at our guide, it looks like the car that MXR Weasel spun out was a Dodge Viper of Chevy Boy. But again, it was pretty hard to see, so don't take our word as fact. We're halfway home. We got a half hour to go. Hopefully the caution ends very soon. And we're under green once again with just over 29 minutes to go. Bumpy ride in the corkscrew. Via Giggity and ZFG Mini Mike are in fierce battle for 11th. SSR's in pits. He's currently runs 20th, and we just had a car retired. We are currently unable to see who the retiree was, but we'll get word on that soon. Bolts is on the the back bumper of ZFG Mini Mike, the borderline bump drafting. Oh, Bolts is really in the sand there. Oh, there goes Bobby Blue. Pretty much blocking him to the point of going past the rumble strip. And we just got word that Sure Not Sure, one of the 5 prototypes, was the first car out of the race. So he is definitely not a happy camper about that. I had a feeling the cause of his retirement was when the 5 prototype cars were pulling off to the side of the track. Might have gotten some bad damage from that. But as of right now, we don't know exactly what happened. It's just the first car out of the race, that's all we know. And Bobby Blue gets a little bit loosey-goosey, and Skill Passer looking for a move on the inside because of that. Nothing doing. That a car goes really wide into the sand. I could barely make out who that was because of our cameras. Both putting on a borderline drift show at the moment. Pack is spreading out a little bit. Still single file, but Bobby Blue is doing everything in his power to catch up to the 15th place car of Bolts. And here come the prototype cars. There goes Gareth. And there goes TRC. Golly gosh. And there goes LMR Hybrid. 4th prototype should be appearing any minute now. Prototype being Kent Miller for the front prototype. I think I can see him behind scope. Oh, the other car silent. It looks to be VA Giggity. Yep. Jaguar Giggity. Really wide and went for a spin in the dirt because of it. Yep, you can see Kent Miller right on the back bumper of Skill Passer. Now Bobby Blue needs to get out of the way. Looks like Kent Miller and Bolts nearly touched doors for a second there. Thankfully, Bolts did not impede Kent Miller's progress. Bolts goes into the dirt again. It's going to open up the door for Scope Passer. You got some cones flying all over the place. Bobby Blue goes way inside. Slows up a lot. That's all Scope Passer you can see. Pastor got a big run, but then checked up. Again, still Patrick losing a little bit of ground to Bobby. Got just under 22 minutes left. DRC is the leader in prototype. Garrett's block is still second. Coming to the corkscrew once again. And big run by Scope. Really big run by Scope. He didn't lose any ground in the corkscrew. Dive bomb by, whoa, Scope went for the dive bomb and it cost him. Here comes Bolts once again. "21 minutes left. Doing a lot of blocking on Bolts. You can see another car closing in on Scope, but at this point we cannot tell exactly who that is. But hopefully we can really soon. We see Bolts, we see Scope. Trying to see who the 14th place car is. We're 2/3 of the way home, only 20 minutes left. But Bobby Blue's vision was not obscured there. The ground. He's still 100 feet behind Bobby. Meanwhile, can Bobby himself close the gap on ZFG Mini Mike for 11th? Into the corkscrew. Minutes remaining here at Laguna Seca. DRC still holds the overall lead. The top four in prototype is supposedly the same. TRC, Garrett Block, LMR Hybrid, and Kent Miller. Walls is looking on the outside, and we got a caution. We have got a caution with 17.5 minutes to go. He's going to bunch up the field again. Not bring all three classes together, so we're going to do that, but the packs of all three classes will be bunched up in their respective classes. If that makes any sense. ZFG Mike went 11th. 10th place is Osiris, and 9th place, if we can get a better view, is that SSR? No, that is Black Ops Man rank 9th, my mistake. 8th is HCCR Colonel. Oh, Bobby Blue putting on a drift show under caution. We check out the telemetry of Bobby Blue's Ferrari. Kent Whaler pitting, LMR Hybrid pitting. I believe Gareth Block also pitted, but I didn't quite see that. I see Gareth Block because TRC is still leading. 15 minutes to go. We're 3/4 of the way home. Mile mark. The question is, in these last 14 minutes, are fuel and or tires going to be a factor? Only time will tell. Are we getting the green flag? Not yet. Why is ZFGV Mike pulling over? Does he have a problem with his car, perhaps? Are we letting prototypes go? What is going on here? Bobby Blue is pulling over. He's actually stopped completely. 12.5 minutes. We've got some weird stuff going on here, folks. I presume we're waiting for prototype cars, but I could very well be mistaken. Oh, we got the GTLM cars passing through, so it looks like that explains the stop the GTD cars. ZFG might get his 11th place back. And coming up on the 11 minutes to go mark. We're back underway with just over 10 minutes to go at Laguna Seca. Almost like they're going to go 3 wide in the Andretti hairpin. For a second I thought they were, but they're still very bunched up. Black Ops Man with a really risky blocking maneuver on ZFG Mini Mike. That's putting Mini Mike back to 12th and Bobby Lewis for 11th. Here comes DA Giggity, but to spin out earlier, ZFG Mini Mike right next to Bobby Blue, takes his 11th place back. You see Bolts in 13th, Diego in 14th. Now, 10 minutes to go. 9:43 to be exact. Here comes Cyrus coming up on ZFG Mini Mike. Or ZFG Mini Mike is passing Cyrus, I should say. Oh god, bumper cars! There goes Mini Mike into the sand in the corkscrew. He rejoined safely. He's still in 13th. Did lose some spots, but did been worse. Here comes Giggity for 13th place. We got 9 minutes to go. TRC still leads the way in the overall. White flag is out. We've got 1 lap to go. Here comes Giggity on the inside of Bobby Blue. Oh, this puts Bobby into the sand. He is not going to be happy about that. Cameron Whaler's now leading. We're keeping our eyes on the ticker because we cannot see the prototypes at the moment. Nor can we see the GTD cars, or GTLM cars, excuse me. We can just see these GTD cars at the moment. The TRC takes back the lead. Cameron Whaler just took back the lead again. Giggity and Bobby go into the sand. bumper cars at the finish line. Bobby was around. Giggity's in the sand, and Kenton Whaler took the win overall. Kenton Whaler wins an absolute melee at Laguna Seca. It was a thrilling race at Laguna Seca, and we now take a look at the results. Ken Whaler takes the prototype and overall win. Gareth Block 43 comes in second, and rounding out the podium was TRC 521. The winner in GTLM was NSR 8495. Fifth place was DOR Forlorn Bear. Sixth was Lex. Seventh was HCCR Colonel. Eighth, Black Ops Man. Ninth was Discover Osiris. 10th, rounding out the top 10, was Bolts 211 743. ZFG Minimite comes in 11th. 12th, MXR Weasel. 13th, BA Giggity. 14th, CA Advantage. 15th, SSR FNG 96. 16th, Bobby Blue 508. 17th, Scope Passer 6398. 18th, Undecked Mean 175. 19th was Rick Pumphouse, and we only had 2 cars retiring from the race, them being LMR Hybrid and Sure Not Sure. It was a fantastic race, as we mentioned, at Laguna Seca, and there is still 1 race left on the calendar. I'm Preston Plord for Endurion, and we will see you at the final race of the season.